Here we are at Waukene, Kansas for the Class 2A Regionals. Doing some field events. This is the preliminaries for javelin. We'll see Jordan crossing. She's already did a shot put prelims and qualified for the finals, I understand. Got to see some prelims and finals today in several events before we get into the running events. May the 18th, 2007. Okay. Most of the competitors in this event have already thrown. A girl by the name of Freeman from Bennington has the farthest throw of around 110 feet so far. They got these are prelims, top 7 go into the finals. Jordan will be the third thrower. Okay, it's time for Jordan's first throw. In the prelims here. Real good throw. Hear what the measurement is. .5, that puts her in first place in the prelims. Jordan's second throw, she threw a 107.5 the first attempt, which ties her for second place with 2 other girls. I don't think that one was quite as good. Jordan's third throw here in the prelims. Tied for second right now. Not quite as good as her first one, I don't think. .103.7. So she'll finish the prelim tied back with the finals. Okay, finals for the girls javelin. We have Freeman from Bennington with a throw of 110. Jordan crossing and 2 other girls at 107.5. There was a girl 7-1. And the 7th qualifier threw 106.5, so bunch pretty good for the top 7 throwers. Okay, first throw of the finals. Jordan. Might be just over 100 feet. .103.3, which is good because they might have to take the next best throw to tie. Try to get the Freeman girl from Bennington here. Is the leader. Freeman from Bennington, who was the leader. And 112.5 thrown by Hill City thrower a few minutes ago. .108.6. Jordan second. Throw in the finals. Not her best. .93 feet. Gray Freeman from Bennington, who's fallen into second place. Not a good throw. That throw was 107. Jordan's third and final throw. She can break the tie for third. Needs a throw of 107.6 or better. That was a good throw. See what it comes up. .108.8. That would put her solid third unless she gets bettered. Sorry to get the lens cover off. Jordan crosses. First throw in the finals. Shot. Didn't announce the throw. 131. Jordan's second throw in the final. Like her last throw. About 130, I think. Jordan's third and final throw here in the regionals. She needs 3 or 4 feet, 2 feet to place, I think, in the state. 2 feet extra. That might have been a foot and a half better than she had so far. So here she got into the top 4. That's going to put her in the mix. As I'm making my way back to the permanent site for filming the rest of these events, Lomberger's start in the 200-meter prelims. Looks like there might be 1 or 2 before he gets going. Okay, Ken Lomberger will be in this. The prelims of the 200-meter boys. He's in 4 there. So still, I guess guy in lane 2, I think, is Ellis. Or lane 3, excuse me. Kenton's in lane 4. Now that track uniform doesn't on it. In red. Thought it was supposed to be a good 200-meter runner from Ellis. And as you can see, Kenton is taking care of the field. We'll be back.
Jamel on a triple jump here. Good jump. Great jump, 43 1 3/4. Yes, great jump. We're out at the regional track meet in Waukene, Trigo Community High School, 2A regional, and preliminary triple jump is done, and we do have a person in the finals here with Jamel Townsend. Jamel at about 40 foot 5 inches in qualifying for the finals here. Will be jumping shortly as they've taken the 8 to qualify here, 7 or 8 I think. Right now we have 2 Solomon jumpers, Hoxie, Stockton, and Jamel will be next here. Needs to pop a good one to stay in the top 3. We do have a jumper, a Hoxie kid about 42 foot, and the Stockton kid that's walking towards us over there at about 41 foot. Jamel is capable of over 41 feet. And there's a nice one there. They're going to mark that one. I think it was 41 feet and 3/4. So I think he's over 41 feet there with the first jump. My apologies earlier. Here's the brown kid from Solomon with coach right in our way. Anyway, my apologies earlier on the qualifying jump by Jamel. I had the cap on. You might have heard my voice, but you didn't see him jump. My mistake there. And now that we got the cap off, you may be able to see this on TV. Anyway, Jamel getting ready for his second jump here in the finals and the triple jump. This would be a Hoxie or Hill City. I believe it's Hoxie. jumper in prelims was right around 39 feet. Jamel's first jump, it's windy here. I misunderstood Jamel's first jump, just under 40 foot. So we're looking for a little better jump here in the next two jumps from Jamel as we get ready for one more Solomon jumper. Okay, Jamel getting ready for his second jump. So far the jumpers are right around the 40-foot mark. The kid from Ellis has a leap out there quite a ways, and that's a nice jump. It's a good jump. They'll mark it. Still 39.10. Jamel still at the 39-foot 10-inch mark. Here's the Ellis kid. This is probably the longest triple jumper we have. The Ellis kid and the Stockton kid behind him has jumped 42 feet, so we'll see where he ends up here. He's a pretty smooth jumper. Ooh. They're going to mark it, even though he messed up on his steps, but it's just a short one. Now the Stockton jumper, a muscular fella, pretty good sized guy, has a heck of a second leap. If you watch him as he hits the board, this second jump through the, before he takes his third one into the pit, he's got a lot of speed. And watch this as he will, he's way out there. And that's a good jump. We're looking probably at a 41-footer. 40 foot, 5 1/4 for the Stockton jumper is probably has the lead right now. We'll be back with the third jump of Jamel here in just a minute. Here we go. Jamel's third jump. I think they get 4 here in the finals. Could be wrong. Anyway, Jamel with the first two jumps right at 39.10. Needs to pop one here to maintain third. Needs to gain just a couple inches here. Oh, that was his second jump. He's got a lot of distance, a lot of height. That 41.1. I will check that real quick, but I heard the one. It couldn't be 31.1. So I will check the length on that and be back here in just a minute. Long jump, regional track meet out here at Waukene. Jarrett Jones with his first jump here in the qualifying round in the long jump. Second flight here, most of the jumps in the first flight right around 19 and a half. One jumper over 20. And they're not going to mark that, so evidently scratched on the board, toe a little bit over. Now we'll have right behind him Jamel Townsend. Two long jumpers here. Jamel third place, we believe, in the triple jump. And that's a scratch. So both Minneapolis jumpers scratch here in the first jump here in the long jump. And we'll be back with their second jump here in just a minute. Jarrett Jones' second jump. We need to get a good one here. Both Minneapolis jumpers scratched on their first attempt. JJ's second jump here. Pop a good one and get one solid in the books, as no jumpers really jumping way out there. Good jump there. I believe she said 19 feet 7.5. Nice jump there by Jarrett Jones. Pretty sure it was 19. Maybe I'll have to check to make sure, but from a distance it sounded like 19 7.5. Now Jamel Townsend. Only one jumper over 20 foot here. And scratched again. 2 in a row for Jamel. Jarrett with a good jump in, and Jamel yet to get a good one in. Scratched both times on his first 2 jumps. Third jump for Jarrett Jones here in the qualifying long jump. Jarrett's second jump at 19.7. It's a good jump. Ways behind the board. It's either 18.9.5 or 19.9.5. I think it might have been 18.9.5 that time. Now Jamel does not have a jump in the books just yet. He's going to have to get one in here as the first 2 attempts scratched. And they're marking that one, so that was a good jump by Jamel. It's either 19 1-inch or 20 foot 1-inch, so we'll have to check that one out. On the third try, Jamel gets one in. Jarrett Jones' first jump here in the finals. Trying to hold down the fort till the guys get back, so I lost my spot over there at the back of the pit until Dale gets back. And Jamel is next right here, following JJ. Jamel's first jump here in the finals. Scratched his first 2 times in the quarterfinals. They're marking that one. Jarrett Jones' second jump here and the long jump. Didn't get his length on the first one. I believe he might have scratched. Anyway, here we go. Second jump here in the finals. Scratched again on the second jump. Now Jamel Townsend, second leap here in the finals of the men's long jump. First one, I think, a little over 20 feet. Needs to crack off a good one here. Right now sitting in 3rd or 4th place here. 4th scratch. 4 will go to state right now on the bubble in the 4th position. Here we go, Jarrett Jones with the 3rd jump here in the finals. Needs to pop off a good one here. All jumpers have been kind of short, actually. The Casey kid from Ellis, 20 foot 5.5. Jamel at 20 foot and 1.5, but both capable of longer jumps. JJ right here needs to pop off something right around 20 foot, would qualify him for state. So here it is. That was a good jump. Knees up, long. They're going to mark it. Shoop is smiling. That was a pretty good jump right there by Jarrett Jones. I'll get the length. Definitely high 19s, I believe. Now Jamel Townsend. We're going to mark that one as a good jump. (19.11 3/4), jump over 20 foot in his last jump. Jamel's third jump. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out as we compare those to the rest of the jumpers. Coach Mick said we have Jamel in fourth place, and Jarrett was close but did not make it to qualify for state. So fourth place finish here by Jamel Townsend in the long jump, and was third in the triple jump. So Jamel will go to state in both of those events. Congratulations, Jamel.
Regional track at Waukene, Jessica DeVries in the prelims of the 100 meters. She'll be in lane 5, and that'll be here in a sec. Heat number 2, boys prelims. Kyle will be in lane 4. And we had a wipeout at the finish line. Kenton in the third heat of the boys, 100 meters, will be in lane 4.
Getting like this and the javelin was coming.
Prelims of the girls 200, it looks like Jessica will be lane 3 or 4.
Boy, it's not 10:30 is pretty fast.
And Jessica wins her heat in the 200
They'll
prelim.
put you on a medal stand and state probably are real close to it.
Looks like Jara Shoemaker will be grabbing an inside lane in the second heat of the girls' 200 prelims. Heat 2 of the boys 200, Kenton will be in lane 4.
Maybe she ran slow enough to grab this long lane. She did. Remember, that's a good news or bad news line today. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 7 and 8. Come on, Drew boy.
All right, folks, welcome back. Mike and I are done with our field events, and our best location at this facility is at the end of the track. The grandstands are just not set up for proper viewing. Back here at Waukene, the Trigo County High School, for the Class 2A regionals for Northwest Kansas.
If Chuck will shoot over there, you can see why. The front of the grandstands there, the bleachers are elevated about 10 foot in the air right in front of lane number 7. You cannot see from up above, you cannot see anyone running in lane number 8, 7, or 6. You're limited, and then the people standing up, there's no way that you can even come close to seeing.
And this concession stand helps block some of the viewing too. So at certain places you can't see but the first three lanes on the finish.
Well, they just announced Jamel did qualify for state in the triple jump, 3rd place here, and the long jump he took 4th place here. So
good.
The leaps were just a little bit short. Coach Mick made the statement that everything was about a foot too short, and they thought they were all jumping with the wind, but the runway here is pretty hard and pretty worn down. He didn't think the runway was really too good a shape. So
too many lines to pick from where you're supposed to jump from too.
We're dealing with the wind here too today, so
they will be running into the wind. Won't be any wind. Will not be any wind aided times today.
And they will not turn the 100 around and run it the other way. They're going to run it against the wind. So no extremely fast times, but we do have 2 qualifiers there in the 100, and Kyle Lonberger and Kenton Lonberger.
There's at least 1 Bennington, maybe 2 Bennington, I'm not sure, in the 100 also for the boys.
So the Ottawa County boys take up half the track. The top 4 will move on to state at Wichita next weekend. We're getting ready here for the ladies 100 meters. These are lows. And we don't have a Minneapolis runner in this. But we do. Is that a Bennington girl? Yes.
Bennington got third, looks like.
Bennington runner right there in the middle of the track in lane 5 with a third place finish.
I just now noticed this is an 8-lane track. I was thinking of 7 for some reason.
They added an 8 for the meet there. Dale.
Show how observant I am.
Now they'll move them just a tad bit, and the boys will run a 110.
Show some of the great repair that this track is in, Chuck.
And we will not field a boy hurdler either.
They have a stripe running
And
down the middle of the
110.
track, almost half the track, and then several crossway stripes that are patched with some kind of black elastic glue.
It looks like they had a nasty expansion crack all the way down the home stretch and right around the corner.
Yeah, it goes all the way around the far curve.
And they have, as Dale had mentioned, patched it with some plastic Ickham goo. It's a nice run by this Bennington girl here. And
Hey, Dale, say and we'll be back.
We'll be back in a minute. Boys 110 meter highs are coming up.
yes, Bennington with an excellent hurdler here. And the 110 highs for the boys. They raised them up, moved them around, and what's the name of that
Off
hurdler?
the track.
Montgomery, yes, thank you. Can you give me the name of the girl that just hurdled?
All I know is Ellie.
Ellie. Montgomery in the middle of the track, having no problems here. 110 hurdles coming right at you. Wow,
He smoked them.
he smoked them.
Good 10 meters.
Austin Montgomery from Bennington with a very easy win here in the 110 high hurdles. Smith Center was right there, second or third. They'll clean off the hurdles here, and we'll have 100 meters. Jessica DeVries.
Kenton and
Kent
Kyle
Lom-
Lumberger.
Yeah, Kenton and Kyle Lomberger. It's going to be kind of neat because this is probably the only time or the first time, maybe 2 times, we filmed on the end where the 100 meters and the finish line where their runners are coming right at us. Jessica DeVries will run first here with the girls in lane 5. So it's kind of neat to set up here. Chuck said he could zoom the 200 at the other corner, so the stands are full and people are standing, so we've had to move to gain access with the camera to the track. And Chuck spotted this little spot down here in the corner in turn 1, and seems to be a pretty neat spot. So girls, 100 meters.
From what I understand, it was pretty bloody, him gaining access to this. They had to fight some people out.
If we only had Trace.
Jessica DeVries in lane 5.
You gonna have a watch on this?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I did wear it.
I'm told the Ellis girl, I believe, in lane 4 is pretty quick here. Taylor. Thank you.
Is she in the paper?
Well, probably.
Jessica, lane 5.
But I can't hold this Pepsi you gave me and that at the same time.
Coming off the first year injury with the hip and thigh, has broke out into a very strong runner here for
100
Minneapolis girls.
meters. Taylor of Ellis is a 12.53. DeVries of Minneapolis is a 12.76. So,
Yeah,
pretty close. There'll be a couple of nice races between Ellis and Minneapolis runners today.
Yeah, the Casey kid against Kenton and Kyle, and Taylor here against Jessica DeVries. They're off.
Ah, it was a little slow.
Jessica
I looked
in the middle of
down.
the track, running smoothly. Looks like she may have to hurry here at the end. Ellis first, Minneapolis. Shoot, that was
Ellis
close.
nipped her.
Oakley was right there also.
I had 13.18 unofficial. It's into the wind, of course.
We'll have to wait and find out to see for sure. But it sure looked like Jessica was either second or third.
Mine's got enough weight yet to it, I think. Okay, we have Kenton and Kyle in lane 4 and 5 respectively.
Kenton
And,
lane 4, Kyle lane
I
5.
think I do see 2 Bennington uniforms down there. Lane 2 and 6, possibly. Again, as we've said several times this year, Kenton has the best time in the area with a 10.7. Up.
Heads up. Let me get that for you, Dale. I'll put it down here.
Thank you.
Apparently you were wrong about the weight factor there.
Well, you know, I told you I need to hang on to it, but you said I got to hang on. I had to look at this paper. I can't do 2 things at one time.
Timers and pickers are ready. Starters trying to get them back in the blocks here as the 100 meters boys getting ready.
Guess I better try the clock
Finals.
again.
Kenton lane 4, Kyle lane 5, right in the middle of the track. Bennington
2 and
runner
6,
in
I think.
lane 2 and 6, as Dale mentioned. So Ottawa County has 4 out of the 8. Guns in the air. He's got him set. It's a good start. Come on, Kenton. Come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. It's 1-2. Minneapolis, Kenton, and Kyle Lomberger, I
First
think.
and second. First and
We
second.
had a Smith Center runner there that's real close. And
11.34 unofficial for Kenton.
Smith Center could have slipped in there at second. We think Kenton first, Kyle maybe third, second or third in the 100 meters. Times will be a little slow. They're bucking it against a good stiff 15-20 mile an hour breeze here, so I think he's second too. The picker is taking the first 2 over there, and that's Kenton and Kyle.
Well, there's a nice 18 points.
Yes. And then the Smith Center runner. Kind of thought Bennington was right there about 4th, but could have been wrong. Okay, they'll ready here for a little, I think. What's next, Chuck? Oh, the mile, 1600.
1600. Will McCulloch be in that?
I think Coach Mick is
I think I have something here that will tell me if I just look.
I think he's going to save him for the 2 mile.
Watch that Pepsi, Dale.
Pepsi's gone. 1600 meter girls. We'll have Chantel Darrow.
Chantel
from
Darrow will
Minneapolis.
run.
And the boys had 2, but they're scratched.
Yeah, I think looking at the times, Coach Mick thinks we have a little better chance of getting a couple runners in the 2 mile into the state, so he has moved, scratched.
Yeah, with the Keegan had the fifth best time in the regional coming in. He was 2 seconds slower than the 4th one. So
here we are getting ready for the mile. Chantel Darrow right there in lane 2 will start right beside the Osborne runner.
2 minutes slower, not 2 seconds.
Bennington runner on the other side of her. 14 runners here.
Confirmed, first and second place finish for the Lomberger brothers.
Whistle is blown and the starter has got the gun in the air and he's going to
yes,
ask him
it
to
is.
step up
I
right
like
now.
the
Back 1 step and step up when I give you on your mark.
There we go.
On your marks.
yes, I like the
way
start.
he starts that.
The view of the start. I did your son on the prelim start on the 200 meter over there a little earlier. It's a nice view.
Chantel nestling right in there in the middle of the pack.
Chantel comes into this best time of 6 minutes 39.2 seconds. That's 14th out of 15 here. We'll see how she finishes out.
Chantel still running smoothly right there in the middle of the pack. Oxy, Bennington.
Chantel's running in 11th right now.
Chantel running smoothly. Well, anything under 6 is a good time here today for Chantel.
Anything under previous personal best would be
That's right. Anything under 6:39.42 is a
So.
definite improvement. It'd be great.
Well, as a guy beside us mentioned, some girl just pulled off into the ditch. And
It wasn't Chantel. She's still running.
who is this team leading the pack here?
That is
Is what?
I don't know. Is that Hoxie?
Oh, that's El Celine. That's right. Cardinals. I couldn't figure out who that was. El Celine runner right up there in the front.
Oh well, they
followed by
had
Bennington.
their field events were a different uniform than that. Next will be the 4x1 relays after these, right?
Yes.
Why don't we join Chantel on her last lap? Okay, we lost, didn't get back on like we thought there. Things timed out. The 1,600 meter girls is finished. And Chantel finished with the 7:04, somewhere in that neighborhood. Boys are up, but we'll have no competitors in that. So we'll be back for the 4x1 relay shortly. We're on. Girls 4x1.
Jared Shoemaker leading off from Minneapolis in lane 6. First heat, Dale said they had a
52.06 was the winner.
For the winner. Not too bad of a time. 2 heats here, 7 in this batch, 3 in the other. Yeah. Shoemaker leading off for Minneapolis. Will hand off to Morgan Erickson. Go, Jera. Shoemaker running smoothly on the curve, has made up the stagger. Will hand off to Morgan Erickson.
Good
nice handoff, yeah. You better go, Morgan. You better go, Morgan. She will hand off to Shay Shoemaker, and she'll run the 3rd leg. No. Yep, she did. And she'll hand off to Jessica DeVries. I thought they didn't make the connection. Here's Jessica. Come on, Jessica. She's got some ground to make up.
She's going to get 3rd.
She will get 3rd. Plainville.
Almost 2nd.
Osborne.
Almost.
Minneapolis, 3rd. Jessica DeVries.
51.96 unofficial for the Lady Lions.
She brought it. 50 what?
51.96 unofficial.
Good. I was going to say, got to get under that 52. That other team sneak in there. We'll be on the bubble.
Would that have been the best time of the year for him, Dale?
That would be,
yes.
If I snapped it right. That finish line is hard for me to judge from this direction.
2 heats there in the boys too. Minneapolis with a 3rd place finish there. And the 4x1. Boys will be up here in a minute. First heat will have 4 or 5 teams in it, so we'll run almost 2 full heats in the boys here.
By the way, we want to congratulate the Lady Lions softball team on their win over Lincoln in the regionals, and then they lost to Sylvan Unified by just a run or 2 in the finals, so they came close to moving on. Yep. You got somebody lost track.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of this.
We'll see what drama transpires here. In the boys, the 2 best times are Minneapolis with the 43.6 and Ellis with the 43.8, so should be quite the race.
Will be an excellent race. First time, I think, the Casey kid will get a shot at Kyle down the home stretch. So it's imperative we get a lead for him on that last handoff. Kenton with the 3rd leg, Kyle with the 4th, Jarrett Jones 1st, and Jamel Townsend will take the 2nd leg.
This is a heat that we're not in, so we'll be back.
And we're not in this one?
That was a 46.8 in the first heat of the boys 4x1. The 2nd heat coming up. Again, this should come down to a race between the Lions and the Ellis Railroaders, I think they are. Ellis will be in lane 5. The Lions are in lane 4. Ellis has the black shorts, white tops with the black stripe on the side.
almost identical times here in the boys 4x1. Minneapolis just a fraction faster. Look for a pretty close finish.
Bennington will be running in lane 6. Their best time this year is a 45.3. So they're 4th in the region with the best time.
Let's go, Jared!
Need good handoffs all the way around. No room for mistakes.
You better not be jinxing this, Dale.
No, I don't jinx anybody. That's all in your mind, Charles.
Let's go, Jared!
Here we go, 4x1. Jarrett Jones leading off right in front of us here. Schmidt still on the shelf with the bad hamstring. Is toast. Will not run again this year. Jarrett Jones has
medium or well done toast?
It's well done, I'm told. Jarrett Jones filling in very, very good. And quick out of the blocks there, Minneapolis. Jarrett Jones trying to chase down Ellis. Cannot. Hands off to Jamel. We've got some work to do. Jamel. Kenton has got to run a curve.
Oh, bad handoff for Ellis.
Here comes Kenton. Low.
Kenton's making the ground here.
Wow. Now Kyle to finish it up. What a curve by Kenton Lomberger. He's gone. He's gone. They're not going to get him. Kyle Lomberger, Minneapolis.
43.78 unofficial.
Wow. I tell you, we were quite a ways behind after the second leg. They handed off to Kenton. He ran that curve. My gosh.
Yep.
We made up some time down there.
Like I said, it helped. I think Ellis had a few problems on their handoff there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Ellis did
2
have
and 3.
a very clean handoff. Minneapolis with 2 or 3 pretty good ones, and victory in the 4x1. Getting ready for the 400 meters. Kyle doubles back and runs the open 400 here, and I'm sure we'll have 2 heats in the 400. Minneapolis winner in the 4x1. Dale had a time of
43.78.
43.78. And I don't know what Kenton's time was on the curve down there, but I'm here to tell you it was sweet.
Good. It was good.
Quick around the corner, Kenton Lomberger.
I'm not going to shake a stick at it.
We'll be back with the open 400. We'll have Kyle Lomberger. I don't think we have a girl open 400 runner.
Look at the long hair on this girl in purple here. It's going to be flopping in the wind.
That'll be a little drag on the speed. Bennington with a runner here in lane 5.
We will not have any girls running. Connor Fulton scratched. They did? Good. Were they 3rd or 4th in their heat?
The team in the first heat got a better time, so we got 4th.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to do the girls 400 here. Open 400. Demi French, one of the premier female athletes in the area in high school, is in lane 4 here right in front of us in the maroon shorts and gold t-shirt. She has a best time of 59.1. From Hill City is Jamie Alexander with a 102 in lane 5.
Under 60 seconds is good. That's Lauren Eck time from Lloyd. And Demi French right there with that.
We're told that the girls 4x1 did finish 4th. They got 3rd in their heat, 4th overall, so they qualified for state. Congratulations.
Just a real strong runner. Demi's made up the stagger on the Hill City girl and looking for another. Nice stride down the backstretch.
Ah, yes.
She's
Boy, she
not-
can run.
Yeah, she's not tall by any means. She's got a nice stride for a short girl. But I think the strength and she's pretty headstrong. I think it takes a strong runner in mind and thought to run this kind of race. It's a gut-wrenching race. And then to finish the last 50 meters strong is always a challenge. French will win this. Looks like Smith Center will be third or fourth.
Unofficial 101.5 for Demi.
Francis Oakley and then Smith
Oh, the Hill
Center.
City girl really pulled up here. Okay, we'll be back for the boys. Be 2 heats here also.
Do we have
Zach
a 400
Hensley
runner?
from Bennington will be in the first heat.
Just kidding. Will be a tight race at the end with the Ellis kid and Kyle Lomberger.
There'll be a Bennington runner in our heat also, Jake Elder. In the train today? 3rd or 4th? We're up. Are we on? Okay, are you ready for the boys 4x1? 400, yes. Sorry. Kyle Lomberger in lane 4. Casey from Ellis is lane 3. Casey has 0.2 of a second faster time than Kyle this year, 50.6. Jake Elder from Bennington is in lane 5. Boy, the wind's getting gusty. This ought to be quite a race.
Let's hope so.
Casey out of Ellis is a senior, Kyle's a junior. Jake Elder from Bennington's a junior. Gun is up here.
Probably one of the better races you'll see today. Kyle Lomberger, lane 5. Casey kid from Ellis, lane 4. 400 meters. Good start. Kyle's made up the stagger on the Oakley kid.
Gaining on Elder from Bennington, just a
Casey
little.
kid's got a stride, going right with him. Bennington has got a little bit of a lead. Kyle Lomberger right there. looking for the stagger on Bennington. Has it. Casey on the inside.
The curve
This is close.
Killing Bennington. Casey's making up a little bit on the curve.
This is close. Kyle doesn't know where Casey's at. He's going to be right on his hip as he gets out of the curve. Kyle Lomberger. Come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Boy, this is a race.
Casey's got him, I think, just by a tad.
Casey barely nips Kyle. Nice race.
50.39 unofficial, so that's good for both of them. If that's 53.9 for the winner, unofficial.
50.39 unofficially, and against that win, Kyle Lomberger with just right there at the end. That's a good race. Good race. We could see that again real easily down at State.
Yeah, down to Wichita a week from now.
Casey from Ellis, Lomberger, Minneapolis. A really close finish. Bennington third there, so good finish. Putting out the hurdles for the 300. And there they shake hands. They know they will meet again. First and second there. Casey has a nice stride down the backstretch. I noticed he kind of lopes along.
He gained a lot on the curve there.
He had to. Well, yeah, he's on the inside, and you're right. He did gain some there. He had to. Kyle had him all the way first 300 meters. At last 75.
No way. You got
50.34, the official time for Kyle Lomberger here in this 400 against the wind. That's a nasty wind up the home stretch. So
what did I tell you I had? 53. But I had 50.39.
I thought you said 53.
No, I had 50.39.
And so that lowers the envelope a little bit in area wide as Kyle Lomberger moves down.
So 50.34 is Kyle's official.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay, girls 300 meter.
Morgan Erickson.
Morgan Erickson.
Looks like she's
In
clear
the
out
first heat.
lane 7. Oh no, excuse me, 765. Lane 5, Morgan Erickson. Women's 300 meter hurdles. Now they're set, and they're off. Morgan with a good start. Hits the first hurdle in stride. She may be in the lead. First heat here, 300 meter hurdles. She stutter stepped a little bit on that one. And hit that one real well. Morgan Erickson is in the lead this first